Hi, sixth graders. I'm not here today, but we're going to work on our Google Sheets assignment that you started last week before you left class. This is under Google Sheets, and you have a Camp Palmer project, so you can click on that or click on View Assignment, and you're going to head over to your spreadsheet to see what you completed last time. This is basically what you have done already, and in there you will notice all the column headings we put in last week. I had the ability to work and see your camp book and found a few things that we might need to change to make this more realistic to what you're doing with camp. So we have a few column headings I want you to change. If you haven't started at all, you can just follow the handout that the sub's going to give you, and you're just going to start with step 1 and go on down. If you have started, you have completed steps 1 through 4 already on your paper, and we need to go back and fix just a couple things. You will notice that all the way through outposting is correct, okay? But in column G, is correct too, it's high ropes, okay? But column H should say picture. There is no zip line. So what I'm going to do is show you how to remove that column if you have it. If you don't have it, just ignore this part of the video, okay? So those of you that have zip line in column H, we don't need it. So we're going to click on the letter H. We're going to take our 2 fingers and right click on the H on the column there, and we're going to choose delete column. Okay. So again, how I did that is I clicked on the H, I did a right click, 2 fingers, 1 push, and I went to delete column. And now you should have everything correct because next is picture, then DVD, total costs, total sold, fundraiser profit, total owed, total paid, and balance. Alrighty, so now you're ready to enter in your campers. All right, camper 1 is going to be you. So you're going to go ahead and enter in your first name and then your last name. And then I want you to put in 5 more. So you have a total of 6 campers. The 5 people you enter are 5 sixth graders. They can be people that are currently in your classroom now. They could be your friends at school, but they're the people who are going to camp. If you don't know everyone's last name, it's fine. You can just put their first letter. If you are stuck and can only think of 3 friends, look off of someone else's who has all their campers and borrow one of their campers. But this should not take long. You should really be able to enter in people's names. No more than 5 minutes to do this. But you go ahead and enter in your 6 campers that you want to have. Okay. After that, you're going to start to fill in the rest of the columns. So I'm just going to put in some random names of people who are not 6th graders, but they'll work for my example. And you're going to do the same for yours. So you get all 6 in there. So let's see. I know he's going to camp. Let's see. And I know he's going to camp. And let's see who else. Oops. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's it. That's all I need. All right, so next is step number 6. It go to C2. Your cost to go to camp is $150 for room and board. You're not going to type the $sign. You're simply going to type 150, hit enter, and then go back and click on the 150. Go to the blue box that's in the corner. It'll put your mouse on it and it'll turn to a plus sign. This is called the fill handle. And you're going to click and drag down to the last camper and then let go. And it's just going to bring right down all those numbers because everyone going to camp is going to get charged the same amount. And that's a lot faster than you type in 150 6 times. Now you're going to do the same thing for food. So step 7 says food's going to be $100. So type it, hit enter, go back and click in the box, go to the blue square and drag down. Okay, step 8, $25 for supplies. Again, type it, click, blue square, drag down. And now we're over to the back side of your paper. Step number 9 deals with the columns of F, G, H, and I. These 3 columns are 3 activities that happen at camp that are optional. Not everybody has to participate or get these items, okay? So for an example, if you know you're outposting, that's going to cost you $12. So you'll type a 12. Mickey Mouse does not like to sleep outside, so he is not outposting. So we're leaving him blank. Okay. Donald Duck is a duck. He likes the outdoors. He's going to do outposting. So some people can be outposting, some people cannot be. So if you're choosing not to outpost, or you don't know if your friend's outposting, just make it up. Okay. So have some do, have some don't. Okay. Next is high ropes. Same thing. If you are going to do the high ropes course, that costs $8. Okay. So again, have some people do high ropes and some people not. If they're not doing it, you leave it blank. Okay. Picture is $2. Okay. You could decide that, you know what, everybody wants a picture. I'm going to give them a picture. Now, I know some of you are getting the picture for free because of how much you sold for camp. If you're getting a picture, just go ahead and put the $2 in. All right, DVD, this is they go around and they film you while you're at camp, and then they make like a highlight reel of highlights from camp, and you can purchase the DVD if you want. So if you decide that's what you want, you're going to put $10 in for that. Okay. So again, give some people who want the DVD and some that don't. All right, next is column J. This is going to be step number 10, and you have to enter in the total cost to go to camp. So what we have to do is add up all these numbers we just put in. So we're going to start with an equal sign. And then as you can see, it already kind of detected what it thinks you want to do. It wants you to add. So add in Google Sheets is sum. And they want to add together the numbers that appear in the row C2, and then the next one D2, E2, F2, G2, H2, and I2. Now that is exactly the function or the formula that we want. Okay, so you can either just click on this, or if that didn't pop up for you, then you have to type in sum parenthesis, and then you can click and drag and highlight all your dollar amounts, and then put your ending parenthesis. These are all on the 9 and the 0 keys. You got to hold down shift to get the parentheses, and then you sit and hit enter. That's going to give you the total cost to go to camp for person one. And just like we had the fill handle when we did a series of numbers that were the same, you can do the same fill handle here, or sometimes it detects it and then you just hit the check mark. So everybody's cost of camp will vary because not everybody did the same thing. Some people didn't outpost, but some people did. So their cost would be different. All right, so now we're going to column K. This is step number 11 on your paper. It says in column K, you're going to enter the total sold for the fundraiser. Okay, the total amount each person collected from the Camp Palmer fundraiser and you turned into Mr. Weshy varied. So if you remember how much you turned into Mr. Weshy, say you collected $1,200 because that's how much product you sold. Okay, the next person, they may have only sold $100. The next person didn't sell any. Okay, so you can make a variety of dollar amounts. Have some people pay nothing at all. Have some people do a large amount of money, not absorbent. Anything over 5,000 is way too much. Okay, but you can put in a variety of different dollar amounts so you can see what happens. Okay, I'm going to do this one smaller. Sorry. All right, so now the fundraising profit. You sold this much money, you collected that much money, but all that money doesn't come back to you for camp. We have to pay for those products that you sold. So what you have to do is you have to create a calculation to figure out the profit. So we would get approximately 35% of this. So to figure that out, you're going to do a formula with an equal sign, and you're going to click on this dollar amount, which is in K2, and you're going to multiply it. So the multiplication symbol is the asterisk, which is on the 8 key. So you have to hold down shift and type an 8. And then you're going to put in the percent. So it's 3, 5, and then the percent sign, which is on the number 5 key. So you have to hold down shift and type a 5. So it's equal K2 times 35%. And that's going to tell you how much of that $1,200 there that the first person collected, they get $420 of it to go pay for their camp bill. Okay. Same thing, you would autofill it down, and this again is suggesting that. So we'll just hit the check mark. And now you can see that some people have some money towards camp to help pay for their bill, and others have nothing because they didn't sell anything. Okay. Now, this is going to be the end of this video because the second video has the information on how to do the rest of the columns and how to create charts. Your class was a little bit behind, so your information is a little bit more. So if you get this much done, then stop this and go watch the second video so you know how to finish columns M through O and how to make the charts. Have a great time at camp, and I'll see you later. Bye.